What up? What up? What up, world? It's me. I'm back, goddammit. This is week 9. If you don't know who I am, my name is Ron. Ron Inspires. Ronald. I don't give a fuck. Y'all don't know who I am anyway. But yeah, week 9, we back in this bitch. This is the What It Is and What It Isn't podcast. Got a very fun topic today. Something that I'm excited to talk about, and that's us men. All races, shapes, creed, colors, whatever. It's men. And me being a man, I'm kind of old. I'm not old, but I'm in my 30s. Paying attention to myself in my, teens and 20s and late 20s or whatever. And as I've gotten older, the value of what I do and who I do it with has become very important to me. And when I say value, I mean value as in my dick. Let's just be blunt. My dick's value has become very important to me. Who I do this or give this dick to means the world to me. Now, when I say means the world to me, I mean that it has to be something that is interesting, that can go somewhere, that has great possibilities and potential and things of that nature. Now, we're not going to talk about me. We're going to talk about us, men in general. Can you imagine what this world would be if men put value on their dick? If women weren't the first thought or even a second thought of an event, a day, a task, a moment, time, whatever. If women were like, hey, they're good to have, I would like a companion, but I don't need that. If men took the need of women out of their lives and out of who they are, holy shit. Can you imagine men going to a club to just enjoy themselves and have fun and have a drink and laugh and joke and talk shit, and if they just so happen to get a number or talk to someone that was interesting to them, they did that? But of course we know that's not the case. A man go to the bar or club, the first thing he do is look for a woman. He's scouting. He trying to figure it out. Believe me, I know. He's scouting, trying to figure it out, trying to see what he gonna grab, see who got the best looking dress on, the highest heels, the smallest waist, the biggest breasts, the biggest ass, the prettiest. That's the first thing. They cool with the guys. They don't mind being around them, but they need some women around them. And I understand the logic in that, especially with me coming from my neighborhood and from where I'm from. You got to understand, black man grow up in the hood, the first thing that we taught is, well, there's two things. Get some money and get you a woman, or get as many women as you possibly can. This mental lifestyle or this training stays with us forever. Now, don't get me wrong. Men love their money because it breeds power. It's power. Money is power. But they love them some women. And believe me, everything a man does is for women. So, fellas, I think it's time we start putting a price tag on that, man. I think it's time, not making them pay, but just giving it some fucking value. Just saying, you know what? You bad. And there ain't nothing wrong with this occupation. But you about 30-something years old. You a bottle girl. I'm in my 30s. I own my own business. I have kids or I don't have kids or however, your conversation ain't really sparking me or telling me anything. You know, I asked you, have you read a book recently, and you didn't have anything. You don't seem greatly cultured. You look good though. You know, you look good. You're a gorgeous woman. But I'm gonna have to pass, baby. You have a good night. Do you know what this world would be if men started putting a tag on it? Fuck the looks, the body, fuck all of it. Forget it. Just erase that. If you put a price tag on you, because women do. Women give they shit value. If a woman is of a certain status, she will never mess with a man below that status. She has a certain area of dude that she messes with. If a woman, say for instance, a woman, she's a Mercedes. The lowest she's probably gonna mess with is gonna be foreign. It's probably a Jaguar or something of that nature. And then, it has to be foreign. It could be an older one, meaning that the value of you. But she know you can get better. But you gotta have something. They not gonna mess with no straight loser. Not off jump. Not if they already established. You gotta be of a certain level for a woman. Men don't care. Men want a woman that they gotta take care of. Oh, I pay all the bills. Or I do this. They want that power over that woman. See, men don't necessarily have women for the reasons that women have men, to a certain extent. See, some women actually want a man for love, companionship, understanding, and if they have a great foundation of inspiration, motivation, support, and friendship, that relationship lasts forever. But there are some women that's out for the buck. Hey, can he take care of me? Or if we have a family, do I have to work? It's a lot of women that rather stay home and do nothing and get all the bills paid and wait on their husband to take care of that. To those women, salute. That's not the woman for Ronald. But for some men, they like a woman that they quote unquote can control totally. They don't want an independent, strong-minded, strong-willed woman. Those are scary to them. So I just gave you an example of the bottle girl with a man. Most guys in a club, you in a club and a bar and you making some money and you rich and you spending, and this girl come up half naked, ass everywhere, breasts everywhere, smiling, hair long or short, but it just look good. Men they gonna try to get that. They don't care whether you just brought me my bottles. Let a man bring some bottles at a restaurant to a girl, to a woman's table. And then ask yourself, could I come up? Some can. Some people got enough game to do it. But they not going to be readily looking at you. I can guarantee you that, because they know your money probably ain't long enough to do what it is that they need to do or compliment them. Men don't want no compliment. They want to take care of everything. They want to be the boss. And that's cute. That's good. That works too. And to each his own in that understanding. But if men put some value on that, they wouldn't be dating those type of women if they're established and they have something. They just wouldn't. They wouldn't gravitate to just a pretty face and a nice body. They would be looking for something mentally stimulating, on a level of mental stimulation that they just don't get from the girl with the pretty face and a nice body. Now, this is not a saying of girls with pretty face and nice bodies aren't smart. For the most part, they aren't. But there are some very, very life intelligent women that are attractive and have an amazing body. And if men took that power away from them and treated women as they should, not as objects, not as possessions, not as trophies, not as any of that shit, got to know them, got to see if they were a good fit for them, and really took time out of themselves to discover who they are, give back to whatever community or the world or however, and look for a woman in a way of, hey, I'm going to take my time, and when it's time to happen, it'll happen. Instead of having to rush out to smash everything possible, this world would be a great place. This world would be an amazing place. Now, I know men thinking like, man, I got to hit something, man. I can't be. Listen, dudes, let's be real right now. When most of the time when men have sex with women, why do y'all have sex with women? Now, let me let people know or give y'all my take on sex with women for men. Sex with women for men, the number one reason why men have sex with women is for power. It's a fucking power trip. I got it. It's like going into the bank and robbing the bank, in a sense. Like getting behind the velvet ropes of the the bank teller area and going back there and stealing a few grand. You know what I mean? And it's yours. That's what that is. I got in there, I took that shit, I own that bank. That's mine. I did that. She gave it to me, it's mine. That's the one thing. The other thing is, you guys have to understand that a lot of men look at sex and conquering a woman and having that power over a woman as recreation. It's equivalent to going to the gym and hooping. That's exactly what men look at it. Like, man, I'm kind of bored. Let me see what I can pop. Let me see what I can go out here and do. Some men have that as a hobby. They genuinely do. And it's fun for them. I hit this one. She thought I couldn't do it. And then a challenge? Oh, that makes it all the more better. Another thing, let me let women know this. I'm going to give y'all this small tidbit. Men don't give a damn about waiting. Stop trying to make them wait. Men will wait for years, decades, centuries for some ass from just you. They'll be hitting any and everything else out here walking, having sex with everything. And you be like, oh, I made him wait. He loved me. No. No, he don't. No, he don't. He'll love you. He just waited. He just waited to conquer that and have that power and say he did it. That's when it becomes sport right there. When you make them wait, oh, nah, you got to wait a few dates. And most of the time, y'all be trying to wait dates. And guys don't care about talking to women. And the guys need to get that understanding too. Start dating women that you actually like. Can you imagine if men dated women that they actually liked? And I know y'all sitting there thinking like, they don't like y'all most of the time. It's something about y'all in that moment that catches their eye and they roll with it. Most of the time, men don't really know what it is that they like and how they like it, because they haven't explored and tried everything. You meet a woman. Say, for instance, a guy meets Kim Kardashian. Say, for instance, Kim and Kanye together. A guy meets with Kim Kardashian. They go out to dinner. He is automatically thinking, this is going to be my woman. There ain't no way in hell he not thinking that. Meaning he don't care what she say, how she say it. She could say something dumb. He gonna like, man, you so cool. I feel like I could talk about everything with you. You really nice. I like, you're doing your thing, blah, blah, blah. She look good. And she's sexy. He don't care about nothing else. She could be a complete idiot. She look good. She is gonna be my girlfriend. He don't even like her. And when they look that good, men just stay with them and put up with them just to have them on their shoulder. Like, look what I got. It's like driving a Bentley or a Rolls Royce. Like it does the same thing that the Prius does. It just looks better. Does the same thing. Of course you like it more, but does it really do what it is that you need it to do? The Prius is better. You can get into any park you want. It's cheaper for you to drive it. The parts are cheaper. The maintenance is the labor for the car, if anything happens to it, is cheaper. And it's just overall it's healthy for the world and life and your community and your neighborhood because it's electric or partially electric. But you go get the other car because it just looks better. It's a status symbol. It's another status symbol. It's like going to buy $3,000 jeans when you could just go to Nordstrom Rack or somewhere and get a pair for $65, $70 and they look just as good. That's how men treat women. If men looked at women for what it was that it is and how it should be, we wouldn't have as many problems in this world as we possibly do now. And I guarantee you that. The possessive, the ownership, the power, the jealousy, the envy, all that comes from men chasing women and not putting value on themselves and taking them to their time and dealing with someone that they want to deal with. Men hate a nag, but we'll get a woman and she'll be the biggest nag and we'll just say, oh, that's how women are. Not all women are nags. They just not. Not every woman is nagging you, blowing your phone up, giving you, tasks to do throughout the day like you her toy or puppet. Not all women are like that. So no, stop saying that's just how it is. And if that is shit, I'm going to look to the ends of the earth to find one that ain't like that. Fellas, we got to put some value on this shit, man. We gotta make these motherfuckers appreciate us just like we appreciate them. And chivalry is not dead. There's still some of that out there, but the Me Too movement is relevant. You want equality. I'm not telling you gotta pick me up or do anything crazy. I still love being a man because that's who I am. But put some value on what it is that you're dealing with out here. Stop hitting the randoms. Stop having the random kids. Believe me, on that level. Don't do it. Take your time. See what it is that's out here. Because the drama that comes with you making these whatever decisions based on looks or your hormones in that moment can fuck your life up. It greatly can ruin your fucking life. And you got to understand, you doing this all over some looks, a feel, probably some little freakiness that she do or however she do it, and it don't be worth it. It just ain't. It ain't. It never is. Then the uncomfort that you get from it, the headaches that you get from it. And of course, you're partially to blame as well because you're probably doing dumb shit. But you shouldn't be with a woman that you don't really like. Period. You know when you like a woman off top. Just like women know that when they like a man, when they first meet him. It's just a certain way they carry themselves, how they talk, what way they dress, what they laugh at, how they, men want women that can be friends as well. That are fun to be around. I don't know too many men that greatly enjoy hanging out with their wives or their significant others. Just, most men are just when it's time to hang out and do something fun, they calling their fellas. And the separation is good, but that shouldn't be the case. If you decide to make someone your companion and on the weekends you are excited to get away from them, why in the hell are you with them? And I'm not saying you should be crying and sad when you leave them, but your release point should be your woman first. To relieve stress should be your one. You should be able to go home, pop a bottle of wine or grab a beer or whatever, sit down, say, what's up? How was your day? This is what happened. Laugh, joke, play some cards, play a video game together, go to the gym together, take a walk together, take a car ride together, watch a game together. Anything that you could possibly do, you should be able to, that should be the first person that you do it with, not your guys. And I know people will be like, oh man, those are hard to meet. No, they not. You just got to look. They're not going to be wrapped up into this pretty little bow like you expect them to be wrapped up in. You're going to have to go through some shit, some woods, some back roads, some high roads, low roads, some rivers, lakes, oceans, some storms, everything in order to find that woman. You may find her earlier, you may not find her at all, but she out there. You got to take your time. Take your time with these women. Stop ruining these women with your actions and your antics and how you approach them, and you just want to smash and they get attached to you because they just want some attention. Just as well as you do. Women love, we all know, women love them some attention. So once you pay them some attention and you messing with them and you messing around with them and you showing them all this and you doing all this, and then you cut them off, that cuts into them a little bit. Got to understand, they're very emotional and they view things in a certain way that's sacred, especially if they give you some. And you cross them and you up and leave and you do all this. No, man, take your time. Make sure the woman is right for you. Do your thing. And if it don't work eventually, it just don't work. But at least you took your time and you got to figure it out. And you just didn't rush into it and try to get her as quickly as you possibly can because, you know, you thought that was what you wanted. Figure out what you want, how you want it. Put some value on yourself. And there's some bottle girls out there that's bad, intelligent, and has a plan out of this world. Mess with a girl that got goals and dreams. Talk to a woman that's non-judgmental. Talk to the woman that's secure. Oh, they out there too. They are. They hard to find. But there are some very secure women out there that know what they want. They're confident in themselves. They're not trying to prove anything to anyone. Magazines and social media don't influence them. And they live life to the standards of what they want to live it as. They out there. They ain't greatly hard to find. Not in today's society. They're a lot more relevant than what they ever have been as they are now in 2018. Find you a bad one. Stop trying to find something you can control to make yourself feel like a man. Find you something that's going to complement you being a man. Not make you feel like one. Because if you don't make yourself feel like one, can't no woman make you feel like one. Slow down. When it's time for you to meet something, meet it. Date her. See what she about. And stop trying to smash on the first or second night. It ain't worth it. It ain't. If you got to, get you one off before you go on a date. Or 2 or 3, however your sex drive may be. Go out, relax, calm, cool, and collective. Don't overly approach. Chill. And, end the night respectively. But get to know them. Figure out if y'all like some of the same things. And you can be different and still be together, but then what's your foundation of that relationship? If it's not inspiration / motivation, friendship, and support, you should never be in a relationship with that person. if it ain't those 3 things or those 4 things. If they don't fall into that category, if you ask your spouse, companion, dating person, whatever, hey, why are you with me? And they say something stupid that has nothing to do with nothing, they don't care about you. Support is that thing of, yeah, this is what I want to do, and it's never why. It's always, okay, how we want to do this. How can I help? Long as it's not going to harm anyone, hurt anything, or do anything bad to the relationship, the first thing that should come out of your person, your significant other's mouth is, how can I help? Hey, babe, you come home. Hey, babe, I want to be a rapper. Okay. Let's figure out the finances. Let's get you the proper equipment. Are we going to book studio time, or are we going to the studio, or, how you want to do this? Well, I want to do this. All right, let's figure that out. That's support. Yeah. Not judgment. Oh, you can't do this. You too old. Or why would you want to do this? That's going to put a strain on our relationship. And no. All you do is support and figure it out. Friendship is non-judgment as well. Having fun with that person. Loving that person. Enjoying that person's company. And looking forward to being around that person. The first time you have good or bad news, that's the first person that you call to talk to. That's friendship. Inspiration and support is somebody that brings the absolute best out of your character, out of what you want in life, and drives you to a point where you're doing things that you didn't think you can do. Because they're either talking to you or they're being a great example for you. If those 3 things aren't the foundation of your relationship, you do not need to be in it. And that's just my opinion. If money, cars, clothes, and looks is what you're looking for, do your thing. Some people want humor and sarcasm. Do your thing. My foundation will forever be inspiration/motivation, support, and friendship. Men, I need for y'all to figure that out. What's your foundation? I've heard, make sure your foundation is of substance, because all the other shit fades. Put some value to that shit, man. Stop fucking with knuckleheads. Yeah. And this ain't no woman back, because believe me, I'm coming for the fellas next. Coming for y'all in the sense of, women, y'all, next week we're gonna talk. We gotta talk. We gotta have a conversation. Because y'all give these men too much. Y'all expectations for men are too high. They not that great. And they very simple. But, man, put some value in your shit, man. Take your time with these women. Stop ruining them. Stop ruining yourselves, because y'all fuck yourselves over a lot as well off looks and physical attributes. And take your time and get to know yourself so you can get to know you a great woman and build on something and on the foundation that you should have, and go from there. Stop just picking randoms, because they not worth it, regardless on how great they look. Take your time, be you, and get something that complements you. Together. Make sure that compassion and understanding is in there too somewhere. So you don't get a person that's understanding, boy. You done. But fellas, put some value on your shit, man. Stop giving that shit away like it's that big block of cheese. Boy, we used to get that shit back in the day. That government cheese. Yeah. Stop giving your shit away like it's government cheese, man. Your body, your mind, especially your money. Men love to give their money away. Stop. If you're doing that with everybody, what value is it to someone that you really care about? It means nothing, because you just do that with everybody. Take your time. Give what needs to be given in certain situations. I get it. It's fun. It's very fun to go out and have fun and, go home with a chick or find a chick that night. That's cool. But Think about the time you wasted that you can't get back doing nothing. You came. That nut takes about 15 minutes, but it took you 72 hours possibly just to get it. Of talking and whining and dining and spending money, you done probably spent a good $2,000 to $3,000. So $2,000 to $3,000 in 72 hours for 15 minutes, or maybe an hour. Maybe you're an hour guy, or an hour. That's a big amount to invest that you can't get return. You don't get return on that investment. There's no ROI on that. It's just, it don't happen. You get nothing from that. They go for women too. But most of the time, women get some return on their investment. Whether it's a gift or some security or a house, a car, they get something. Men don't get nothing. They spend money and do all this whining and dining. You see how many women today that are celebrities and never were celebrities before they met their significant other? But as soon as they divorce or break up, they are famous. That's called ROI. They got great return on their investment. Men don't get shit. They get married. They get married to someone. They probably fall out of the limelight heavier. I asked Mary J. Blige's husband. Ain't nobody seen him since they broke up. Ask most of Kim Kardashian exes. Ain't nobody checking for them. Nicole Murphy, she is amazing, beautiful woman. Nobody knew of her when she was dating, before she was dating Eddie Murphy. They got divorced. Nicole Murphy is just as relevant as anybody else in the industry. Men can't do that. So get some ROI on what it is that you're giving these chicks, man. Make sure you get something in return, whether it's support, love, understanding, some cash, a gift, anything. But put some value on your shit, man. That's all we're going to talk about for the day, man, for the night. It's me. Y'all don't know who the hell I am, but I am him. Excited to keep this podcast going, man. Give some feedback, some comments. Hit RyanInspires.com. Get you some merch, read you some articles. I try to get on there every week and post something on the site. Make sure you hit my guy Bolo up on Instagram. Hit my man Carl Buckner up as well, man. They doing big things there on my page. I follow them and they follow me. I don't have that whole name right now, but you'll find them. Carl Buckner, Bolo Swole Fitness, Bolo Young Fit, whatever the name is, go holler at them. I'm spreading love, spreading joy. I want everybody to be great within their own right, and that's why we do this. Shout out to everybody that listens to the podcast. I love y'all. This is what it is and what it isn't. Week 9, and I'll see y'all next week. Holla at your boy.
The podcast you just heard was recorded with Anchor. If you want to make your own, download the Android or iOS app completely free from anchor.fm/podcast. That's anchor.fm/podcast.